So I want you to picture like a movie and a split screen down the movie, right? And on the right side of the screen would be like my son's spring break at 19 years old. On the left side of the screen, my spring break when I'm 19 years old. Okay? My spring break, I mean, Mexico, unlimited whatever, craziness, chaos, staying up 24 hours. His spring break, last night he went to go see Batman at 11 o'clock.
Oh, wild. Aren't you happy?
Exactly. My wife's like, you think he's 11? He's not going to get home until 2:30 in the morning. And I'm like, Blake, he's home. And he's going to go see Batman. Do you know what I was doing when I was 19 on spring break? Mother of God. My parents had no idea. My parents didn't know where I was from like 16 to 20. And I lived at home. I'm like, my God, he's going to see Batman.
Right. He could be at a bar in a different country with who knows what, doing what knows what with who knows who.
Yeah, like that's the greatest thing ever as a dad or as a parent. Like,
no
my
stress.
God, what are you doing for spring break? Hey, Dad, I'm thinking to go see Batman, but it's at the 11:20 showing. All right, go ahead.
Got a good kid.
I know, I couldn't believe it. Like, I woke up this morning and he just got home.
Oh.
I was like, hey, man.
Did he like it? Did he like the movie?
I don't know. I didn't talk to him. I mean, I know he just got home. I didn't want to, do whatever. Mm-hmm. But I know, Rich, you saw it. You didn't like it?
Okay, so I saw it on Saturday afternoon with my kids. And, we leave the theater. My boys rush to the bathroom. And I'm talking to my daughter. And she's like, did you like it? And I'm like, I don't know if I liked it even a little. Let me think about it for a minute. So I was thinking back, and my boys come out, and they're like, best Batman movie ever. And then Audrey's like, yeah, I thought it was incredible. I'm like, you guys liked the whole thing? You were in the whole time. They like the story. They like the villains. They love Robert Pattinson. I like the action stuff, but the stuff in the middle seemed to take forever for me.
Well, it's a 3-hour movie, right?
I felt if you would have edited it and gone to the action stuff, I would have been like, rock and roll, but it was really long for me. I thought they lingered on scenes where they just showed like the Batman reaching his hand out to somebody for like a minute and a half. Like, go, help him out. Let's go. So
interesting.
I didn't get that.
But then yesterday when I was starting to think about it, I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I think upon further review, I'd like to see it again. I liked it okay. I didn't love it.
My son Dutch, him and I went to go see it. He loved it. He went to go see it again, and he loved it even more.
Yeah.
Rico, you went to go see it. What'd you think?
I loved it, man. I thought it was great. I thought it was as good as Dark Knight or maybe even Dark Knight Rises.
I agree with you. What did you see it, Suzette?
I haven't seen it, but most of my friends already went to go see it, and I haven't heard not one bad review.
Except for Rich.
Yeah, they were like obsessed
I was awake
with it.
the whole time, by the way. Awake the whole time.
I thought it was
For
great.
you.
I thought it was great. I really liked it. I really liked Robert Pattinson as Batman. But you see they did this survey of the best Batmans?
No.
You knew who won as best Batman?
Christian Bale.
Nope. Ben Affleck.
Oh,
What?
people do
Didn't
like
he get
that.
like the worst reviews?
This new survey.
I thought when Ben Affleck actually was Batman, everyone was very against it.
They just did a survey over the weekend, and the best Batman they say is Ben Affleck, which I don't get at all.
Yeah.
But I haven't read exactly who was in the survey. I think
Ben.
it was the Afflecks.
He's got dreamy cheekbones. I'll give him that.
All right, so I started to watch this show on Saturday, and I texted Kyle and I texted Suzette. And I happened to look last night. Just randomly, I looked last night. Randomly, I started to watch it, but I looked last night, and it's #1 on Netflix. Pieces of Her. I want to tell you guys, I finished it in one setting.
What?
I couldn't stop.
That's insane.
I
I
couldn't
know.
stop either, but I had to. Like, I had to go to sleep. After the first episode, I'm like, ugh, I want to continue watching it.
It's called Pieces of Her. So how far did you get, Suzette?
I just watched the first episode.
Did you start watching it, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm almost done with episode 4.
Okay, it's good, huh?
That first episode is
Crazy.
like bananas. There's
Yes.
a scene in the restaurant that's like so intense, but I feel like the intensity continues throughout the show. I don't think it's like a super spoiler alert to say what happens, so you can talk about like what the premise of the show is. So there's this mom and her daughter, and the daughter, I guess, is living with the mom because she was sick at one point. And they're in a restaurant and they're talking about how the mom's like, you got to like move on with your life. Like, I'm better now and I want you to like go live your life. And then all of a sudden the shooting happens and the mom kills someone. And it's like, then you find out all this like crazy stuff about the mom. And it's like this mystery that's sort of unfolding as the show goes on. It's
So
like,
good.
who are these people and what are they involved in?
So I would tell you, so yesterday, I started watching it Saturday night, all right? And I put in 6 episodes on Saturday night. Yesterday, my wife wanted to walk to breakfast. And I'm like, ugh, I want to finish the show. So I'm walking to breakfast with my wife and a couple of my kids, and because my son Jake got up, he got up to go work out. So Kemp and Dutch and I and Blake, and we're walking to breakfast. I see my friend Kevin Rowe from Learn and Row Attorneys. He's leaving this one restaurant, and he's got his wife and kids. He's like, "Hey man, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey man," he goes, "What are you walking to breakfast for?" I go, "You know what, dude? I want to watch this TV show." He goes, "What show?" I go, "You don't watch shows." I go, "It's called Pieces of Her." He goes, "I'll check it out." I'm like, "No, you won't." He goes, "I'll check it out." I'm like, "All right." So I go eat. And then later he texts me. He's like, "Dude, I'm on episode 5.
Oh,
Because I
wow.
can't stop. I'm on episode 5. And I'm like, "Oh my God." I go, "I'm almost done." And I finished it yesterday. It's so, all the way to the very end. This show is freaking fantastic.
So you're happy with the ending?
Very, very happy that it twists and twists and twists. And at the end, you're like, "What?" I mean, it's one of those endings where we have to talk about it.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited because
dying
it
to
is really
know.
good. Actually, when you texted me, I was like, "Thank God, I need a new show."
Yeah, same. That's how I was.
And I could tell that it was going to be number 1 because I kept getting messages from people. They're like, they would go, "New show for you, Pieces of Her. You're welcome." And I'd be like, "Just finished it."
You're welcome.
Anyway, yeah. What else dropped? Oh, and then there was that show last night that came out. I don't know if you guys saw it, on the Lakers. Do you guys see that show?
No.
It's from the same people that do Succession, the exact same people that do Succession, and it stars what's his face from Step Brothers, not Will Ferrell, the other one,
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. Yeah, and it's all about how the guy bought the Los
I
Angeles
remember
Lakers.
there was drama with him getting that part, wasn't there?
Yeah, because Will Ferrell wanted it, and they didn't give it to him. So
Right.
then Will Ferrell and his partner split up.
Right.
But it's a hell of a show. It's all about how the Lakers started in the 80s and how this guy Jerry Buss bought the Lakers for $65 million and how he didn't have the money to buy it, and he wanted Magic Johnson on the team and nobody else wanted Magic Johnson, and it's all how the Lakers started. And
Is it a comedy? Because I
No.
think John C. Reilly, and I think like it's going to be hilarious.
It's not a comedy.
Oh.
Think Succession. It's just like Succession. It's a business, but it's also it's shot differently. Like sometimes he looks into the camera and talks into the camera.
Do you like that?
It works.
Okay.
It really works.
Where is it? Where's that?
It's on HBO Max.
Okay.
And it's on HBO Max, so they don't really put out bad stuff
That's
either.
true. Yeah.
But
they
I
got
don't
a
know
good
the
rep.
name of it. That's the thing. I can't
Except
remember
White
the name.
Lotus.
Huh? Except for White Lotus, damn it.
The-
That's one mark.
That's true. I know.
Exception asterisk.
The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty.
Yeah, is that it?
Okay,
That's
yeah.
the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was called
Winning Time.
Yeah, Winning Time. Winning
The
Time.
Rise
That's
of the
better.
Lakers Dynasty.
That's really good. I highly recommend it, but I highly recommend Pieces of Her.
On Netflix.
You cannot figure that one out.